Alright guys, let me just let everybody know that we're starting. Alright guys, like always, if you find any value in what I'm doing, hit that like button, the subscribe button, and share it with your friends. Let's try to grow this community. If you've not hit that subscribe button yet, do that. Also, follow us on Twitter. We've got some really cool things going on over there. You can see we've got some pretty cool plays and stuff up there. You can see that I put up news, charts, heat maps, all that. It's a really good place to keep up with what we're doing. I post to this, several times throughout the day, so it's really good. You can also hit that bell icon. It'll notify you anytime I post anything. So that's a good one to keep up with. If you've got anything you want me to look at today, just post it up in chat. Alright, with that being said, let me get the pop-out chat going there. And that way I can better keep up with you. Guys, I'll try to keep up with the chat in between what I'm going along with here and stuff like that. Okay, with that being said, let's get into it. This is one that I'm playing right now. Got into it, I think it was yesterday. Might have been this morning. I actually planned this, and in the account I've got just for the streaming here, it's only got like $100 in it. I was able to get quite a few shares on this one with it. I think just like 20, 30, something like that. You can see I'm really hoping it actually got up just a little bit over 4. I'd like to see it get up to about 4.55. I just want to take a look at that. Okay, so some of the things I've been looking at is Apple right now. And you can see Apple, yeah. So you can see I drew some lines here. And Apple's over top of it right now. Apple is also being looked at in Congress right now, along with Google, over their store policies. Epic Games was suing them over how much they charge, what they could sell and buy, and stuff like that. And the Epic Games won. So what that'll change in the overall store and stuff, I have no idea. We'll just have to wait and see. What laws will come out about it, I'm not sure. Overall, I'm bullish on Apple, but I do think that this will affect it in the short term, and I will be playing puts on this at the 140 strike for September 17th. If we look at that one real quick, where is it at? The puts, main puts, yeah. So 145, there is 52,000 people playing this right now. So I mean, it's good, got good volume, things like that. If we look at the news behind it, let me go here. Come on, pop up now. If we look at the news behind it, this is also posted on Twitter if you want to take a better look at it. But it could change what's coming to Apple. The news could affect the stock, things like that in the short term. Plus the stock's running a little bit hot right now, so I look for it to cool off a little bit. That's the play on that one. Guys, some ones that, let's go with some ones that we was looking at the other day, see if they're ready to play. I want to try to find one here that's ready to play and show you how that I plan these plays out, to see what I do in order to, give you a heads up on just another way to make a trade. So this is Wish. I bought in on Friday. We can see that it's got good support here, so I think I'd be really shocked if it fell under this support and stayed there. I mean, I could probably suspect it maybe dipping there for a little bit, but I don't look for it to stay if it falls under it. It's got good support, but you can see that it's getting rejected at this purple, what is that, 786 price line here. If you wanted to play it smart, that'd be a good buy-in point. But like I said, I already bought in Friday. Another one we was looking at was Spotify. Guys, it's come on down even further. Again, we're looking for this before we play this. We're looking for it to break this trend line, because even though this looks like a good play, there's no point in buying this until there's a reason to buy it, and that reason in this one would be for it to start showing signs that it's in a trend reversal and going back up. It's a great price at this, but I'd rather risk $5 or $10 just to have that confirmation that it is, going back up. So right now we're looking at about 214 to 217 is when it should break that, if it does, on this bounce here. If it comes on down, we'll evaluate the price in and see what it's like. But I'd like to see it break this, retest support, and then go on. That would be a good confirmation for me on this one. Another one we're looking at is Spice. I haven't bought in Spice yet. I think this is the one I wanted to show you here. Right. So if we look right here, I wanted to get this under 25, but it doesn't look like it's going to go. At least not right now. But you can see that it keeps getting rejected at this orange resistance line. It's popped up once, maybe twice, but it keeps getting rejected there. It's not staying above it. So before I'd feel comfortable buying into this, I'd like to see it go over it, possibly retest it, and then bounce and keep going. So if it went over it, retested it, and bounced, that would be a good buy-in point for this one. Now let's say I was to buy into this right now. So what would be a good price versus profit ratio on this one? Well, for me, I see support down here. So if I was to buy in now, I would put my stop loss just right below, like 5 cents below this support. That way, if it broke support, I'd be out. And profits, one thing I like to do on profits, you can just pick something. I don't like to try to ride it all the way back up to the top line here, 36, 34. For me, a good profit would be a little bit more than 3/4. So on this, this is Webull, guys, and if you want to check it out, there's a link in the description below. It's free just to try out. You don't have to put no money in it. But it has a Fibonacci retracement, so it gives you levels based on Fibonacci levels here. The 1 plus 2 equals 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5, so forth and so on. So I like to go with this this one right here. I think it's like 70. Oh, I've got it backwards, don't I? My bad, guys. I forgot on this one you got to start at the top and go down. So good level is at $34. It'd probably be best if you're at a whole number there to come about 5 or 10 cents below that. So $33.95 would be a good place to take profit. If you want to play a little bit less risky, the $32.21 would be a good place. So with Webull, I can set a stop loss and a take profit order in one. Now, I understand some of y'all cannot do that. So in that case, I would rather set the stop loss and watch it for whenever it gets close to that and take profits then. So I'd set my stop loss at $24.55, and I'd set my take profit at $33.95. That's how I would plan that out. And once you got a plan, stick to it. You know, you may lose, you may win. And guys, that's a good ratio there. I'm risking about $1 to make what, $9, $8 per share. That's a 1-to-9 ratio, 1-to-8 ratio, or 8-to-1. That's not a bad deal at all. We got a few more. Oh yeah, Activision. Activision is actually in reversal right now. I bought in, and I think it's at a good buying spot. If we look at the 4-hour, we can see that it's cupped up. It's bouncing right around this 50-day EMA line. That's the green EMA line. That's going to be my next video too, guys. Is what indicators do I use, like EMA lines, RSI, and the MACD. So I'm going to go over the indicators first, and then I'm going to have a video that goes over each one of them. You know, the EMA and MA lines, the RSI indicator, and the MACD indicator. But if we look right here, it's almost got like a little cup and handle top. I wouldn't call this a cup and handle. I'm just saying it's almost a little cup and handle top. We are riding this one back up to 99. So if we do the Fibonacci retracement to where it is now, that would be profits around the 93 to 96 mark. If we go, well, put that back up there. If we go down to right here, that would be profits at the 95 mark. But I do, if you look at this on the 15-minute, you know, it's found support at this line. It's looking to bounce again. Plus, it's already been bullish. It's up over the 50-day EMA. It's getting ready to pass over the 200. We had a golden cross down here. So, I mean, that's, you're not going to get no more bullish than that. And right now, it's at a good little dip buy where it sold off for a little bit, and now it's dip buying back. It sold off because some old news got brought back up into the the news of fear. But I'm guessing what's happening here is people's realizing that it was old news, and they're buying back in now. AMC, guys, if you're an AMC, you are happy today. And again, look for, if you look how this does, it goes up, comes down, goes up. So it's stair-stepping up. And now it's above the 200 and the 50-day EMA lines. That's bullish as hell. I'm still looking on this to go up to the 40. But be careful, it is a highly shorted stock. So, you know, look for it to drop some. I mean, they are messing with the price, but the more this goes up, the more bullishness we see. It's starting to put a squeeze on some of the shorts, and they're getting nervous. I'm guessing in some of these areas you see some of the smaller shorts taking profit, along with bullish momentum from the ape community and people wanting to buy in and get in on it, things like that. But the big shorts has not begun to cover yet that I can tell. What else we got to look at? Oh yeah, plug. Guys, plug. This is a EV battery charge and play. If you know the channel, you know that I like to play these swing plays. You can see how it's been swinging. Well, it's back down at support now. So when it's at support, we look for the bounce. Let's go to the 15-minute. We look for the bounce. So on this one, I'd like to see it just slightly above this 25.87 to confirm that it has bounced and is continuing. But we do have a double top here. So don't be surprised if this comes back and retest here. But I'll be bullish on this once it crosses that 200 MA line. And we've been riding this one to the 33 to 35 line. So again, we would set our stop loss at the $24 line and take profits before the 33 or 35, depending on how much you're wanting to risk. Me, I think I've been taking profits around the $30 to $33 mark. Lucid is another one that I've seen setting up. It is not a play right now. You can see it's just now come back down to the line. We always wait for the bounce first. Always wait for the bounce first. But it is setting up. This is one to put on your watch list. Set you an alert, whatever. It's setting up. What other ones do we got? SEV, guys. SEV is an EV play. I bought calls in it today. They are having earnings after market. So if you want to get in on this early, you need to get on it before market close today. If not, then it'll be too late to jump into it into the morning. I believe it's going to beat earnings. It's showing a lot of bullish momentum. Let's come to the 15-minute mark. You can see that it's been getting higher, been bouncing. I look for this to probably come back and test around the 960 to 940 mark. But overall, once them earnings come in, I look for this to shoot up. The only way I'd be worried about this is if it falls back below these trend lines here. Then I might start second guessing myself. Roblox, guys. This was one that I was going to play, and I'm still debating on it, but I believe that they're going to beat earnings. I believe as far as that goes, earnings are going to be beat. The only problem is another thing that they're looking at is daily active users. So in that case, they're slipping a little bit. They're not having as many daily active users, or at least there's been one report that says yes, one report says no. So if that comes in, look for this to not do as well. The good news on this is it's pretty much at bottom right now. So if news comes in about it, don't look for it to drop too much. It should be easy to get out of. But on the other hand, if news comes in and it's good, look for this to shoot up near the 90, maybe even $100 mark. This is really going to rally. What are some options on this one? Let's see here. We don't have to play too far out, so we'll either play the 20th or 27th since it's only an earnings play. Let's go to calls. So if we do 85, which has the best volume, that's 275. So let's go to the options calculator real quick and see what it would be if we did the 85. So let me put you over on that. 85 options calculator. Get price. Select options. For the 20th, the $85 one, and calculate it. Okay. Did I do something wrong? Oh man. Let me, there it goes. So 85. So if this hits tomorrow, I'm looking at a profit of $189 for that one. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Where's 85? I'm looking for $153 profit if it hits 85 tomorrow. So if it doesn't, it's at 80. If it drops down, I'm looking at a $53 loss. So it's a 1-to-3 ratio. So I gotta say to myself, is that worth it? I don't know, is it? What do you think? Is it worth it to you? Is Roblox going to beat tomorrow? Okay. How confident am I in Roblox? That's the thing. I'm pretty confident it's going to beat earnings. I don't think earnings is going to be the problem. The problem is the daily active users and how the shareholders will see that. If profits, I mean, I look for them to beat profits by like 100% year over year to 150% year over year. So, you know, what will they care about? If it's dropped a ton of daily active users, yes, it's going to highly affect it. If it's kept around to even or maybe dropped just a little bit, I don't know. I really don't know what it's going to do, to be honest with you. With the Roblox play, that's something. That's where the risk is on this one. You know, is how will shareholders see the daily active users? I really can't tell you. I really don't know. This is one I've been struggling with myself. Should I play it or not? But for me, I think I'm going to take that risk. For a 1-to-3 ratio, I think I will take that risk on that. And if you want to ask me what option I'm playing, it will be this one, the 85 strike for the 20th. Now, if you want to, if you're worried about it not going through and would like to hold on to it longer, I do believe that after earnings, this will bounce back some. So we can go and look at what it would be like if we went further out. Let me bring you back over here. So if we went further out, the good date for this would be the 17th. That's another big day. It'll have good volume if you need to get out. So if you played the 85s on this one, you're looking at, actually, if I did this one, I would play the 90. But either way, you're looking at about 475 to 325. It's got good volume if you want to get out of it. But, you know, I do believe that it will be back at least around the 85 mark. The question is how long? If you want to be super safe and you had some money on this, you could play the shares end of it. Maybe pick you up 5 to 10 shares just to test the water on it. And the shares, you would only be out by the time it hit in the morning, maybe a couple dollars a share, versus probably gaining $5 to $20 a share. So, you know, you're kind of a 1-to-5 ratio on that, something like that. So if I had the money to buy 10 shares of this, or well, I had the money to buy 5 shares, but if I had the money to buy 10 shares, I would definitely be playing shares on this instead of calls. Just right now, I'm tied up into so many different things. I just don't have $800 to throw on this. And the calls offer me a better profit But I believe with this being down right now, people are bearish on it. So any good news about this could send this skyrocketing up. Let me see if you have any other questions about it there. Thoughts on open? Yes. So open, we was betting against open, playing puts on it. And right here's the reason why. Because it kept butting up against this without a triangle formation. That's pretty much a double top, which in this case it's a quadruple top. So in the long run, I'm kind of bullish on open. I think it's good in the long run. In the short run, I think it's going to come on down a little bit more. Let me back out here a little bit and take a look. Yeah, see, it's not even down. The RS ain't down. It's still showing bearish on the MACD. What's volume look like? Volume is down from what it normally is. So, I mean, it's still good volume, don't get me wrong. But it's down from what it is. Look for this to maybe come down to the 1590 mark. Around and about there. And possibly down to the 1444. But I would expect it to come down to the 1590 mark and bounce. That's what this stock looks like it could do. The next test, though, I think if it does come down here and bounce, oh crap, what a hit. I think if it does come down here and bounce, this 1671, which will be resistance then, won't be much of a factor. I think it's still going to come back up and test this resistance here. So the resistance to beat is mostly the 1803. You can see that's where the candles butt up to. The wicks has went a little bit higher, but they've come right back down. So that's what I would expect out of open. Let's see, is there anything else? What, did I mention ZEV to you guys? This is one that I'm playing for in the morning. I bought a couple of calls on. Ford, that's another one. It's more of a lotto ticket, Ford is. If I wasn't playing so many options this week, I probably would have bought in on shares. But you can see on this 4 hour, let's get rid of these. These are no longer relevant. Okay, so you can see it's come down. It's hit this bottom line, and if we look at the overall trend, it's going up slightly, and it is bouncing. So I look for this to continue up. Let me see what date I bought those on. What date? So the 27th. So I bought 1450 strike for the 27th. So it's next week. If we look at the 15-minute, we can see that it did find resistance. It is kind of double bottoming a little bit. It's butting up against it. It's coming up to this next resistance level. If it breaks this 1357, I'd say it's easily going back up to 14. But I will admit, this one is a lottery ticket. Guys, our square puts done good. I went ahead and sold this morning. I had what was it? I know I had 55 for one. I forgot what the other one was. Where's the next big volume? 55 and 60 is what I had. And I went ahead and sold them. I had the profit I wanted. It started to reverse back. I do believe that this one is coming on down in the longer run, but I had the profits I wanted, got out. Now another one we was playing for today, I had some for the 20th. I sold those. And I have some for the 27th. I kept those. We can see that we jumped in. We probably should have took profits down here, but overall I'm not worried about it. The worst case scenario on this one is it comes back up to this trend line and then bounces back down, but I don't even think it's going to make it that far. If we come back and we look at this stock in the past, it usually double tops like this and then comes on down. You can see here, you can see here, there's a couple of tops, and you can see here. So overall, I'm not worried on this. If you guys played this and held on to it, I don't think you're in a bad spot. Me personally, I held on to them too. What else was there? There was something else we was playing too. Trying to remember everything. I've got too many pots in the fire. Let me see if there's anything you want me to look at here. Alright. Want to look at some day trades? We got some day trades. Matter of fact, I think ZEV, which I'm going to purchase some before close shares. I've already got calls. I'm going to purchase some shares. I believe that would be a good one to hold overnight. NAOV, I don't know. This is more of a squeeze play, so it's getting pushed down a lot. It might be bouncing here. Nope. Nope. Man, there just ain't nothing moving. Let me turn on the squawk. It might be bouncing here. Oh, we don't want to listen to me there. Let me mute that and then I'll turn on the squawk. Okay.
$3 million.
DMS, DAC. Got DMS there. DAC. Nope. Mags mod. Put this one on your watch list. MAGS. Look for this one. Watch this one too. REFR. This one is bouncing, so it's only got a 500,000 volume though. Let me go back to Benzinga and look.
Shares of Tesla moving a bit lower here. UK Telegraph reporting 5 children injured as Tesla crashes in a school car park in Sussex in the UK. That's Tango Sandy Lima Alpha.
That don't look bad. This one actually is at a great point to buy right now. You can see it's at the bottom trend, the bottom support line here. It is in a channel down though. hasn't broken that trend right now. It's double topped. So I'd look for it to retest that support. On that trend line. Yeah, MAT still looks good though. It's found support again. And there ain't shit moving. I bet you what's happening is the Fed's not, interest rates and stuff like that are down. The Fed's not supposed to talk until tomorrow. So I'd say most people, except for like certain plays, is waiting on the Fed to talk tomorrow. Ooh, NAOV is bouncing. Let's go back to the 3-minute. Damn it. There. Watch that one. Go back to Benzinga. Let's look for some. Yeah, there's no signals for anything bouncing right here. When was that? BON. BON. It doesn't say if it's up or down though. No, it's down. Man. BCAUY. BCAUY. What is this? Okay, well that lied. Yeah, there's just nothing being active right now. You can even see on the active page, nothing is being active. There's just no real quick day trades in the end of the day today. Wait, what is that? That's MAGS. That's one we was looking at there a minute ago. I don't know, the way this is finding support, I wouldn't be surprised if this pops up in the after hours. See how it's bouncing right in between those two? That's a bull flag, by the way. When it comes up like this and then consolidates a little bit, that's a bull flag. That usually is what they call a continuation pattern. It's going to continue the way it's going. Yeah, the only thing moving is this, and it's moving slowly. But like I said, this one's being heavily shorted, so hey Kiwi, what's up, man? What about you? You got anything we can look at? Or anything you want me to go back over? I just don't see the market. That's a double top. That's heading back down. I just don't see it really doing much until probably the Fed talks tomorrow. I look for a few things to pop off in the morning. Oh, what's that moving? Yeah, right there we go. What's he gonna do? See if this comes back, retests this line, and then goes back up. That's ATAI. Alpha Tango Alpha India. But it's overextended, so I'd look for it to Well, it's that close to end of day, so it may not.
UTZ brands. January 20 calls active. Uniform Tango Zulu. UTZ.
See, guys, in that candle video I had, this is what I was talking about with these candles right here. Look, you see how you can see the price starting. You got a spinning top or a doji candle, and then it gets driven back up, another spinning top, driven back up, spinning top. This is very bullish in through here like that. See how you can see them continue to go.
OBCI, Ocean Biochem, out with their earnings report. Oscar Bravo Charlie India. His record net income for the first 6 months of 2021 was about $4.5 million, 10% increase compared to net income of about $4.1 million for the first 6 months of 2020. Earnings of 27 cents versus 36 cents in the same quarter in 2020.
Ooh, wow.
That's Oscar Bravo Charlie India.
That hurts. What did I have on my watch list here? No. Yeah, look for that one to bounce. Alright, so now it's guts time, guys. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Shit. Let's see what the price does right here before it closes. I'm going to have it set up just in case oh yeah, crap. Guys, I don't know if I mentioned this one or not. Here's one I'm wanting to get into. And I'm buying shares on this one. It's having earnings this evening, I believe. Or in the morning one, let me see. Let me show you this too, guys, while we're at it here. This is Benzinga Pro. They have a 2-week free trial. This down here is an earnings calendar. You can either look at what they got, or you can put a ticker in. That guy you've been hearing go across, that's a squawk. It's over here. You have signals, so you can pick any of these or all of them to be signals. Price spikes, block trades, option activities. You have a news feed over here, and you have a details page. So, so we're looking at Clean Spark and IDEX. Both of them are aftermarket 2-day. So again, what we're looking at on those, it's shares on IDEX. It's cheap enough to get several of them. And then Clean Spark. I believe both of them are going to do good in the morning. So this one's good for shares or calls. You can see that this one needs a boost. Excuse me. If we go to September on this one, go to calls. We can see it at 15's at 145, and there's pretty good volume for it. Or even the 20 is up. So this one's a good one to play. Let me go ahead and pick up some of those shares while we're at it. IDEX. And I'm going to pick up 50, I think. So it's $111 for 50 of them. So I'm into that one until tomorrow. So what I'm playing right now is Sophie Calls, ZEV Calls, CLF Puts, IDEX Shares, NAOV Shares, and what else is there? What else is there? Oh, and Ford Calls. What did Palantir decide to do? Yeah. See, I didn't play this one, but I was calling for puts on this one because of this double top right here. It come down, now it's coming back up. It's probably good for calls right now, actually. Back up to the 25. We don't want to play it that close. So 25 calls for the third is $78, or the 26 calls are $45. I like I like either one of them actually. They both got good volume. I believe I like the 26 it's a little bit better. And then Apple puts is what I'm calling for on this one. 145. If we look at, I think it was the 17th, puts 145 is at 192, and there's 52,000 volume on it. Let's see what Roblox did. And then we'll go back through the day trades. I swear that is so fucking tempting. Mainly because I know that if it misses, it's not going to go down a ton. Because it's already down. The paper hands are out. But if it nails it, God, it's going to the moon. Wow. Let's look back at our day trade, see if any of them's doing anything. So that is bouncing right around the 200. Look to see if it breaks the 200 mark. If it does, that's a dead duck for today. Dead cat, whatever you want to call it. That is still in play right now. That and still consolidating out. I don't look for this to do nothing until after the bell. Then I'll look for it to go on up. That's what I suspect out of that one. That one might be a good hold overnight. Let me see if y'all got anything. Let me check Discord.
President Biden scheduled to speak on Afghanistan. That should be coming up soon.
Well, let me go back to Benzing to see if anything's. We got a block trade in BTDG. The block trade is just that. It's somebody buying a whole block of shares. Wait, shit. What did I say what it was? BTDG. got it wrong again. Shit. DG. DG. Oh, God. Ah, right there, see? Where this is such a low float and low volume, that block trade pushed that up. What's that look like on the 3 minute? Yeah, you can see right in this area right there. Again, guys, if you're interested in this platform I'm using here, there's a description or a link in the description below. You can try it out for free. You don't even have to have an account through. Well, you gotta have an account. You just don't have to have like a trading account. You just gotta have an email to use the platform. And then if you decide you like it and you want to put money in it, you get free shares. If you use that link down there, I'll get free shares too. But you get free shares for joining. I'm pretty sure. I think Newbie was telling me that this is only American. By the way, if you're overseas. There's a new one. Let's check it out, see what it's doing. And it's dropping. I'm just seeing the price movement and clicking on them, guys, is what I'm doing. Let's see what's on the tops, or active. AMC still doing good. It's on the most active right now. Look there, jumped. I picked up calls in this one, by the way. You see it's consolidating right in between these lines. Guys, he's charting. I've got out a couple more charting videos. I've got one out that's 30 minutes on support and resistance lines. And then I've got some more that's like 3 to 10 minute long ones. You know, what is a candle? What's a trend line? What's a support and resistance line? And I'm going to keep those going like that, the short and sweet ones. I'll try to put them out as the week goes along. I'm going to try to have 5 more out by the end of the before the weekend. I believe I'm more interested in playing these Apple. You see how this right here? Look at this. You see how that's going like it's rounding. That's usually a sign that, and this is what I was talking about with those candles too, guys. That's usually a sign that selling pressure is easing and buying pressure is easing and selling pressure is picking up. You can see that in these candles too. Remember what I was talking about if you watched the video? Each candle is like a battle between the bears and the bulls. And who is going to win out? So we're on the 3 minute chart now. So every 3 minutes that bell dings, who wins at the end of that bell? If it's a green candle, the bulls won. If it's a red candle, the bears won. And the wicks can tell you how that fight went. So if we look like right here at the end, where it's at right now, we can see it's right here that the bears won this match, but just barely. They pushed the price, let me get that out of the way. They pushed the price down, and then the bulls come back in and picked it back up. And that's the reason why you've seen a green candle next. Just like with the next one, it got pushed up.
Market on close and balance now 2.7 billion on the buy side.
It got pushed up. And then back down just a little bit. That's the reason why you see a spinning top here. Well, no, that's more of a hammer candle. And it got pushed right back up. A red hammer candle is bullish. God, say that 5 times real quick. Yeah, I'm not playing this one today. It's still about medium on the RSI. It'll probably be bullish going into tomorrow. I think it'd be stupid of me to buy puts right now. Let's go to Roblox. I know y'all are interested in this as an earnings play. Guys, I can't recommend this either way.
STAF staffing 360 solutions spiking to the high $2.59. Sandy Tango Alpha Foxtrot.
But let me make a case for her. The RSI is oversold. It's down. This looks really good going into tomorrow. Let's look at the options, because we only got a few minutes if we want to play it. So we got puts, we want calls. See, that has pushed these other calls down here even cheaper now. If you still want to play 85, you're only looking at 240. Or you can see we can get these others up here now for around the same price. So let me see what I've got in the cashier. I've got enough to get 2 or 3 of those. Yeah, I think if I played this one, I'd still play the 85 one. I still like that play the best. Fuck it, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna play it. You know, what's the worst that can happen? So overall, I'm down today. I'm down $138. But we've made some plays that we knew could drop. And I'm believing by Wednesday that money be made up plus some. Because we've not closed those out yet. So technically it's not money lost if it's still part of our play. And I'm up over 1,000 from last week. So yeah, the upside is well worth the risk. So I'm going to play this one. Yeah. Now, is there anything else y'all want me to look at before market closes? Alright guys, with that being said, we're at the end of the day anyway. If y'all have any questions, DM me. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe button, catch back up with us. Excuse me, if you're in the Wall Street Bets New Discord, you can hit me up in there. I'm in there most of the time. Tag me in the message so I make sure I see it. I'll try to check out anything you want me to. Alright guys, it's been a good one. Peace out.